the build back one more block. Not a problem at all. But, yeah, because that would drive me crazy. I don't think I really want some weird gap. So, yeah, we'll push the build back one more block, and things will be good. We'll have a bunch of windows on the side. In fact, that'll be 4 windows, and the cows will be happy because there'll be at least a little bit of light inside of their forever home. Yeah. I feel evil. I feel a little evil today. Sorry. Alright, so for the windows, we're looking at something that looks like this. I think this will be pretty fancy and fit the build really, really nicely. I definitely gotta have my arches for sure. So maybe we'll add another arch in the front like that for the front door. Maybe, I don't know. I definitely need to terraform the land out here and make this less steep, but yeah, maybe something like that. The side windows, though, those are going to be a definite go for sure. I love how they look. Okay, so that leaves us with the roof. Now, this is meant to be a barn, so that means we need a barn-shaped roof here. Otherwise, it'll look less like a barn, which I guess isn't a problem, but I definitely want a barn for sure. So I think if we were to do a shape that looks like this, but on both sides copied over, we should have something good. Like that,
yeah,
that's definitely a barn, right? And then the roof will down on the sides a little bit, so it'll kind of block these windows, but I have a feeling eventually we'll terraform this land down, so then we'll actually see the windows again. Maybe, I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking for the shape. Now, along the edges, I'd like to do cobblestone to line things. In the center, I'm planning on doing birch, and I actually have a trick. But first, I should probably get the rest of the sides in. Then I'll show you the trick. Oh, and I need to start harvesting the wool on this guy because we can finally actually finish at least the outside of our house and get the wool in. The andesite can go away. The andesite, it looks weird on that build, and it needs to turn to white wool. So I'm going to try and remember to do that while I finish this build up too. Alright, so here's the roof trick. This trick will transform any roof that you do it on into something that looks really, really cool and is actually pretty cheap. All you'll need to have is a little bit of extra stair or slab variants of whatever block you're working with. So, normally we would do a roof like this, right? We would just kind of fill in the center, maybe with stairs or blocks or whatever, just like what we did on that house. But you can make this look a whole lot more cool and sweet and detailed by putting random slabs and actually digging out some of the other blocks and placing slabs down low and then filling the roof in behind it, because that'll add way more depth and variation onto the build.
I hate that right
now, we only have a small section done, but take a look at what we have. That's what we're going for, a bunch of varying height levels on the roof. It'll make it look really, really cool, but it's one of those things that you kind of definitely have to see the final product on to really get the vision. So, if you don't like it,
I don't like the random placement bits.
Just trust me, it does look cool. Now, on this build, and I think on this side of the build, the other one, I'd like to do something fancy on the roof as well. So, I think right in front of here, we'll do slabs, and then down in here, we'll actually place some temporary blocks and then place some logs, because I'd like to have some sort of opening on the roof, right? To almost make it look like there's an attic on this build. So if we place some logs and strip them like I just did, then place some staircases on top of those logs like that, and then right there like that, and then we'll have them curve over. We could actually put a separate roof line on here and then basically build it into the other roof, which is definitely the plan. I think that would add a lot more detail to the build. So I'm going to try and mess around with something here and get that happening. I'm not too sure how I'm really going to do it. I know I'll use slabs and then probably solid blocks back here to go into the building, but yeah, I think that would add a lot more detail to the build. We might add an attic on it, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, adding something like this, I think that'll make the barn look way, way more cool. So we're going to go for it. Alright, so here we go. That is the final roof. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks good. I could have used staircases in there too, but kind of still a little low on wood. I have been farming this stuff, but yeah, I just don't have a lot of the staircases that are expensive. Also, I definitely don't want to over-detail the roof, and I feel like this is almost getting to a point of over-detailing, so we're going to stop there with that. Now, the rest of the build. So the front, I think the front is going to be really easy this time. We'll run this beam up all the way to the roof, and then this can, I think, pretty much just go right across the thing. I might have to make some, yeah, I'll have to make some slight adjustments to the roof, but something like that, I think would probably be good, unless I wanted to lower it one block. That could work too, but yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards doing this. Then we'll fill that in with oak planks, and then we definitely need something over the door to break things up. Maybe like an arch in here. That could look cool. Oh, and we could actually probably get some arching done there, like that. Maybe. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely the way to go. But what if we added, say, what if we added like an arch and cobblestone? Usually I like to do this stuff with spruce, but we still kind of don't have spruce. So what does that look like? That doesn't look bad. It's not terrible. Maybe we could take some walls and make it better by going and adding like a support on either side of the door. That could look cool. Maybe, yeah. Why not? I think that looks pretty cool for now. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, hey, hi, guys. Hey, what you doing? And my land, right before nighttime. Okay, well, what we're gonna do is get rid of you. You're a really bad one. We got the effect, but we have a milk bucket. So if you happen to get the bad omen effect, grab a milk bucket, drink the thing, and the effect is gone. Now we need to sleep quick, because those guys, they would have stopped me from getting into the bed. Now, this situation, this is a thing. It feels like I just dealt with this, like right at the end of the last episode. You guys, what are you doing? What are you up to? We definitely, need to make some armor. That is not good. That is bad. We're gonna breathe. Not today, guys. Come on, you hear it. It's my big day. Come on. Don't do this today. It's a bad day for this. So I guess here we are. It's definitely time for a set of iron armor because I haven't gotten around to that yet. So we're gonna smelt that iron up, and in the meantime, we'll start with a helmet. We'll grab some leggings, and then we wait for the rest of the suit. But we'll put this stuff on. Looking pretty good, but we definitely need a little bit more. Hold on, you guys. No. I'm not done. I'm not done with you guys. I will definitely be taking care of you guys. You aren't going to just walk out of my land and walk away free. It's just going to be a little bit of a long battle. That's the thing. Alright, so we got some boots now. Very cool. Nice. And you guys, I think I can probably take care of them now. There's like 2 or 3 left, maybe. I guess there was 3. You gotta go away, man. You're really disrupting the episode. Alright, so we have this archway in front of the door. That looks cool. Then on the sides of the build in here, I think I like to do fences, but only on the first layer. We don't need full windows in the build because it's a barn. And I think leaving this build open would look pretty good. So fences in there. Now the back wall, I'm not too sure. I'm thinking that we'll probably just go ahead and fill it in completely because I don't know if we really want a window back here to look at the bad neighbors. So yeah, we'll just go with the solid wall for now, and maybe, or you know what? Hold on. No, we're not going to do that. I've got a different idea already. Instead of just a solid back wall, let's do 2 long windows. I think that would look good. Yeah, that definitely looks good behind all of this. Now the top part of the barn. So we're kind of cramped on space. I honestly thought we would have more space. I'd like to come back in with some oak logs. I need to farm more though, and run beams going right across the top of this thing, and then probably do cobblestone in between the beams just to fill everything in. I guess we'll pass on an upper part of the barn, at least for now. Maybe we can come back and modify it later, but yeah, it's just gonna have to be skipped. I think we could definitely add a little bit of detail in here. I've got slabs. Okay, I'm gonna climb up there and remove the slabs and put fences there. Oh, and I did this fancy thing on the roof. Eventually, I'm planning on hanging lanterns on these parts, but I think that's pretty much everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the build, get a little bit of terraforming in. Oh, and I plan on planting a bunch of wheat in here too. So this is gonna get all turned to farmland, and I'll probably end up hiding water under the sides of this thing. That would be probably a really good spot for something like that. So, wish me luck. Hopefully no more pillagers decide to spawn. Yeah, that would definitely be nice. And I should probably harvest the wheat field too, but we'll see. So, maybe. But wish me luck. I'll probably be right back. final build. So I think this thing turned out pretty nicely. I'm really, really happy with the inside. I think it looks so nice. But I kind of forgot something. I never talked about how to use this thing. So to use this, you'll need some wheat. And you jump on top of it, move your mouse in a semicircle, and basically just feed all of the cows inside of this thing. Eventually, there's going to be a bunch of cows inside of it, and when that happens, when you breed all of the cows, the baby cows will be born, and the adult cows will commit a game over, and then send their remains, I guess, into this chest right here for you to do whatever you'd like with them. Now, while I was working on this, I also went ahead and harvested the field fully, and it's already been growing quite a bit. Right here is a full harvest, other than the seeds that I used to replant. The seeds build up probably to about this row here, like somewhere in that row, and yeah, pretty crazy. A lot of wheat, and the field isn't even done, and it's technically already ready again, which is really, really good. Now, the final thing that I'd like to do on this build is pile a bunch of hay in the back of it, because I think that would look really, really cool. So I'm thinking, yeah, just like piles and piles of this stuff back here to really, give it the barn feel. I think that would be really cool. Let's see, what do we think? Oh, yeah, for sure. Maybe we put one there, and yeah, I think that's good. We could probably actually even start adding hay bales outside the build, and that would look pretty good too. Now, the fence thing that I was going to do, I decided to skip that. I put black wool in here. I dyed some of the white wool from the sheep, and I think that looks a little bit better, because there's nothing in the top of the build anyway, so why would we really want to see into it? It makes it look like it's like some kind of dark room. But I think that's pretty much everything for today's episode, other than a chest plate. I still definitely have to make one of those things, but there you go. That is about the best cow farm in the game, and I think a pretty decent looking barn as well. If you guys like the video, remember, drop a like and subscribe, and patrons always get these episodes early. Now, there's going to be a stream from this world again this Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, the day after Christmas, so keep your eyes out for that. It'll be really fun. I think we're going to do some caving. But thank you all so much for watching today's episode of the Minecraft Guide. My name is Waddles. I will see you next time. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Goodbye, everyone. Go have a good day.
It's fun.